So then there was only one undefeated team in the NFL. Dallas still stinks. You're by doing King Dingbat here, and happy Football Friday to all you Dingbats out there. I hope each and every one of you guys are having a great day. So then there was only one undefeated team, the Philadelphia Eagles, sitting at 3-0. It's about to be 4-0 once this weekend is over. We're going to get into it in a second. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure to hit that like. More importantly, make sure you subscribe for daily Eagles content, NFL content, and to make sure this dog stops barking out there. And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check. Double walk check. Make sure you're subscribed to Dingbat Man. That's right, Dingbat Man. Now, when I thought about this season and how it was going to go, I could have written it 50 different ways. 50 different ways. Not one of them would have been as good as it's been so far. I really thought that the Eagles would start 2-1. I thought they would lose to Washington because it was just, Carson Wentz would get his revenge and Washington and all that crap. But nah, the Eagles went in there and double moonwalked that ass against Washington. And they really exposed Washington for what they were and what they are. And what's funny is Washington is going to expose Dallas this weekend for what they are. But I'll get into my preview prediction video of the Eagles-Jags game, the Cowboys game, the Giants game, in my preview prediction video, which will be out later today. But in this video, I want to talk about the fact that the Eagles are sitting at 3-0 right now. They're sitting at 3-0 with a beautiful chance to start 6-0, okay? And I say 6-0 because after that 6th game versus Dallas, the Eagles hit a bye week. So, the Eagles, this is one of the most talented Eagles teams I can remember a long time. I mean, some people could make the argument that the 2004 team was more talented than the 2017 team, but the 2017 team won. I think this team, on talent standpoint, I think they're better. I do. But they've got to go out and do it, But the Eagles are 3-0, and last night we all saw the Miami Dolphins lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals keep screwing me, and I hate it. Okay, they cost me $1,300. They cost me $530 last night. They keep screwing me. Miami, they lose. Shout out to Tua. I hope he's okay. That was a nasty hit he took. When he went down, I was streaming, and they showed his fingers and they were all it was like that because he was seizing up. I thought he had a hand injury. I thought he must have hit his hand on the Bengals helmet and it was all disjointed and something because of the injury. I didn't realize he hit his head. It was crazy. And why was he playing? That's the question I have. Why was he playing when he had a concussion last week? I don't get it. There's going to be investigations. There's going to be hell to pay. Hasn't Miami already had enough draft picks taken away from them? But it was scary. I hope he's okay. But the Eagles now are the only remaining undefeated team, okay? And get this. Ed Werder said this. The Pound Eagles, not hashtag, the Pound Eagles are 3-0. Are the only remaining unbeaten team in the NFL. The last time the Eagles were the outright last remaining unbeaten team was 2004 per ESPN Stats Info. They started 7-0 under Andy Reid and went to finish 13-3 and reach the Super Bowl. You remember that? I remember that. They started 7-0. First loss was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was really the first time you've seen Owens and McNabb go at it. The year we went to the Super Bowl, we started 1-1. We lost week 2 to the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Eagles, they're in a good position. But I think 3-0 is nice, but 4-0 is a lot better. 4-0 is a lot better than 3-0, okay? Or 3-1. So this is an important game this week, okay? And one of the things I talked about in my last video was about the special teams and who's going to return punts. We need to upgrade the returner. And I talked about putting Boston Scott back there, right? We got to get Boston Scott out there, give him a chance. Well, Boston Scott looks like he has a rib injury. It looks like he's not even going to play this week. So, what does that mean for the return game? I have no idea. We still got to see what they're going to do with Covey. Is he going to remain on that active roster? It's going to be interesting. Do they bring up Devin Allen? A lot of people think he deserves a shot. He's fast. There's no question about it. Is he a special teams guy in terms of a returner? I don't know. I think that if it was me, with Scott out, I think I would have to go Kenneth Gainwell. That's who I would look at getting and bringing in. Kenneth Gainwell. Let Kenneth Gainwell do punt returns. I don't want Devontae Smith out there, like I said before. Now, with Scott out, the one good thing that does come of it is that Trey Sermon looks like he's going to be called up, okay? It looks like we're going to see him active and get a chance to see him play. He's all caught up. He's ready to go. Here's what he told Dave Spadaro. Running back Trey Sermon told me, I'm really excited. I know they brought me here for a reason. I've been caught up to speed and getting the reps in practice, getting more comfortable with the offensive linemen, getting in sync. It's been good for me. Next man up. Pound, fly, Eagles fly. I'm excited to see Trey Sermon. I really liked this pickup when the Eagles got him. I think he's a guy that could be the short yardage back for the Philadelphia Eagles. And if you look in the first 3 weeks, one of my few complaints is that when you had short yardage situations, Boston Scott was the guy. I don't think that's the right role for him. I like Boston Scott more in a Darren Sproles type role and maybe punt returns, okay? That's how I would like to see it. But I am excited to see Trey Sermon out there, and I think he should make an impact on this game. I want to see how he complements Miles Sanders and Gainwell. It should be really interesting. The Eagles, look, they got a tough game, and we're going to talk about this in the preview prediction video. Tough game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're scrappy. They're well coached. You know their coach is going to be up for that game, and they've been beating good teams. I mean, they gave the Chargers a beating. They gave them a beating. So this is a big game. Now, if the Eagles can get to 4-0, and I've been saying this, I was saying this in my live stream yesterday, the Eagles could get into 4-0, to me, that's where you fall into the big trap game. This is where you have to be super careful. Super, super careful. And I'm going to stress this all week, right? I think the Eagles, I think they got a good chance to get 4-0. But if they get to 4-0, then you have the Arizona Cardinals. Now, here is a situation where it seems like things stack up against you. One, the Philadelphia Eagles are far and above better than the Arizona Cardinals, okay? But we know in the NFL, the way the NFL works, you don't always have to be the best team to win on any given Sunday. If you're not ready to play, if you just pull back just a little bit, things can happen and teams can beat you. So you always have to be at your best, and it's very hard. That's why teams don't go undefeated every year, okay? But that Arizona game will be key, because here's the thing with the Arizona game. Let's say the Eagles go to 4-0, right? Now, you've got to play Arizona, meaning you got to go out west, okay? That's the first thing. Second, you're going to hear about how great you are all week again. This is going to be the third week in a row we're going to be dealing with it. I don't know about you guys, but I've said this in previous videos. I don't feel comfortable when people show us love. I don't know how to accept love. I can't accept it. As an Eagle fan, I can't accept love from outside of Eagle fandom. I just can't. It makes me uncomfortable. You get somebody from national media go, oh man, them Eagles are a good team, man. You guys got a good team. Man, who you talking to? Don't talk to me like it messes me up. I don't know if they're messing me up. It messes me up. I'd rather be the underdog. I'd rather everybody count us out, and then we sneak up and we double moonwalk that ass. That makes me more comfortable. But hey, I'm Dingbat, man. What do you expect? Okay, that's what happens with Dingbat, man. But you got to deal with going to Arizona. You've then got to deal with all the stress of having to hear how great the Eagles are for a whole nother week. Then you got to go up against Zach Ertz, who's going to be pumped up, and I'm sure he's going to get his teammates pumped up to play the Eagles. Also, the Eagles are going to be the only undefeated team in the league at that point. If you're 4-0 and you're going to Arizona, you know it's going to be a big deal. When you go undefeated, and I've said this before, when you go undefeated, each week you're undefeated, you get a bigger bullseye on your back. Somebody, whatever team you're playing, they get really up for that game because they want to be the team to beat the last undefeated team. So you're going to get Arizona's best, okay? Then, here's the other thing. Then you have Dallas Cowboys coming right after that Arizona game on Sunday night. You know the Eagles are going to be ready for that game. I don't want them overlooking Arizona. So, to me, the Arizona game has all the makings of a trap. It has all the makings of a trap game. So the Eagles got to be very careful. But, we will deal with that. We'll deal with that in a week. Right now, we got to go out and beat Jacksonville. The Eagles are the only undefeated team in the league. Trey Sermon looks like he's going to play. And like I said, I will have a video out later today to talk about this game and what I think, what's going to happen, and I'll give you a score prediction, as well as the Giants game and the Washington-Dallas game, which unfortunately are all playing at the same time as the Eagles, which sucks. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a Dingbat, man. And remember, it is how we vision. We're all just living in it. I'm looking at this Eagles spread versus Jacksonville. The Eagles are 6.5-point favorites. 6.5-point favorites with total points of 45.5. Now, there may be rain this game. They said 50% chance that it could be storming, so it could be a nasty weather game. 6.5 points a lot. But if I was betting this game, and I'm not going to bet this game because it's the Eagles. I only bet the Eagles when I feel very, very comfortable. If I was betting this game, I wouldn't bet the points. I would just take the money line and do the over. I would do money line and over. So I would take the Eagles and the money line to just win straight up, and then I would take the total points. Now that's not going to pay as much, but that's how I would do it. But it's an interesting spread nonetheless. 6.5. It's not bad. They think the Eagles are going to take care of Jacksonville. I like it. Denzel Washington out.